Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mark. Yes, so listen, I just want to start off before we get started by apologising. I have been away for a few weeks and people have been messaging me asking me when I'm going to next be putting something up, and you know, to be honest with you, I have been so busy. I've been touring around the entire UK and Ireland for the past 3 weeks. I've literally been to 15 different cities in 3 weeks and I have been exhausted. I just have not had a spare second to get recording, and it does really get to me honestly, because I miss kind of like the interaction, I miss getting the videos up there, so I do apologise. But the one great thing about my job and the fact that I tour so much is that I get to meet lots of you, and you know, I have got to meet quite a lot of you over the past few weeks, so I really loved that. So if I've seen you on the roads, then hi! It was really nice meeting you, and you know what, if I haven't met you, then hopefully I'll get to a city or a town near you soon. Yeah, also, look how pale I look. Oh, I've actually had to strip my tan off, so I've had to go a wee shade lighter with my foundation, well, a few shades lighter with my foundation, because I just couldn't be bothered tanning. It does bring out the contour, however, when I'm paler, but also this ring light isn't helping at the moment. Actually, I think the ring light is making me look paler than what I actually am. But anyway, that's not relevant because I'm not doing my complexion in this video anyway. It's all about the eye look, it's all about the drama, it's all about the blending, it's all about the colours. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how to get this eye look. If you like what you see, hit subscribe, comment below, like, share, get me on Instagram, so on, so on, so on. You know what to do, guys. So let's get into it. Right, let's just get started, because do you know what, this is quite a lengthy look to do, so this is why everything else is prepped, because I really want it to be all about the eye look. So what I'm going to be using for this look is the absolutely beautiful limited edition Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland palette. Honest to God, this is just such a stunning palette to use. So when you open it up, you've got this little secret door here and a mirror, and what it says on it is, "I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yourself." Which I think is a really great thing to say. And then when you open up these little doors here, you'll see there's little tabs. Oh, 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 oh. So I'm trying to balance this. You'll see there's this beautiful kind of 3D pop-up butterfly, which I think is really beautiful. And then when you close that and you come down to the bottom, and then there is the palette with all the colours. Absolutely beautiful. So anyway, this is what we're going to use. I'm just actually going to take it right out just for complete ease of showing you throughout the tutorial what I'm using, what I'm doing, so on, so on, so on. Okay, so the first colour I'm going to use, if we're getting right into it, I've actually prepped my eyelid with a base already, and I've set it with a wee bit of loose powder. That's all I've done. I'm going to go straight in with this colour here, Reflection, which is a kind of peachy colour, and I'm going in with a small detailer brush. The brush I'm using is a blank canvas E32 brush. It's just kind of small, pointed, gets the detail but gives me a slight blend. So this Reflection, really nice peachy colour. I'm coming up, following the direction of the lower lash line, and working it right around to my crease from outer corner right to the inner corner. And do you know what, I really build up quite a lot of that colour, because even though it is quite a pale tone, when you build it up you get such a beautiful kind of orangey peachy finish to it. It's just gorgeous. And the pigment in this palette is to die for. Okay, so I've really worked that into the crease, kind of blending it upwards slightly, and then taking the same colour and pulling it through the lower lashes all the way to the middle with the same brush. And it's okay if you're kind of blending that downwards, because we want that bit of definition underneath the eye. Okay, so what I'm then doing is building the intensity, making that crease on top a wee bit deeper, and I'm going in with the colour straight underneath the one we just used, and it is called Dormouse. Dormouse? I don't know who makes up these names, but anyway, let's just go with Dormouse. It's a kind of really warm toned brown, bordering on a kind of terracotta colour. I'm going in with a MAC 217 kind of blending brush, quite a flat blending brush, and I'm just working that on top of the colour we've just used, taking it a wee bit tighter and around the crease right to the inner corner of the eye, blending it around to the outer corner of the eye, completely avoiding that lid, just working right into the crease. So you really want to take it right to the inner corner, because this is kind of a, I suppose, spotlighty, reverse smoky sort of eye. It doesn't, I've kind of combined a few things, I think. And just like we've done before, pulling that same colour underneath the eye. Not used to being so pale, I tell you. I've gone up 5 shades in my normal foundation and I'm just like, okay, we'll go for it. Okay, so you can really see how that intensity is building. I just want to quickly say, with a palette like this, I do think a lot of the time with a lot of limited edition palettes, people are put off buying them because they think that they're totally not wearable for like an everyday sort of thing. So I do just want to show you, like, the way my eye is just now. If you added loads of mascara, it would actually be a really wearable, really quick, really easy look to do. Okay? So anyway, next one we're going on to is Chessboard, which is your kind of generic brown on the bottom. I'm going in with a pencil brush and I'm just going to work that tight into the lower lashes. So we're getting that bit of extra depth and definition on the bottom. I am only working it on the lower lashes to about halfway in. So I'll stop in line with the pupil of the eye and you'll see later why I'm doing that. It's just a wee pencil brush, just really working it through the lower lashes, getting a bit of depth and a bit of definition underneath the eye. Really easy to do so far. Okay, so what you'll notice is absolutely nothing on the lid so far. We've left that almost spotlight there. Now, what I did find with the first eye, and I have learned from my mistake with the second eye, so it's okay, but I just want to share it with you. If you are maybe trying to create a spotlight, you've done what I've done, you've blended your colours into the crease from outer corner to inner corner, but you've maybe used a brush that's a wee bit too big or a wee bit too much product, and you found it's kind of dropped onto the lid. I found it's at NYX Cosmetics. They've got these amazing little beauty blenders. They're bigger than the beauty blender mini one, but they're not as big as a beauty blender. They're just like really great. Do you see how it's like the size of my finger? So it's just perfect. They've got a good wee point, and if you've got a bit of concealer left, you can just dab it onto the lid and it'll just give you that spotlight back if you've been a bit heavy-handed. So yeah. What I'm next doing is I'm going in with a flat brush. This is a blank canvas E24 brush. It's just a flat synthetic brush. I'm sure you've all got something like it in the house. And I'm going in with this colour Lily at the top. Now this colour is very deceiving. Looking at it there, it just looks like a cream or a champagne tone, but it's not. It's actually, when you look really closely, and especially when you put it on, it's got loads of baby pink through it. So it's like a baby pink champagne-y colour. It's just gorgeous when it catches the light. So anyway, I'm working that all around the spotlight, really pressing it on. And by the time you're finished your flick and everything, you don't actually see too much of it, but you just need that there to give you that bit of depth to your crease. Next, I'm going in with a small blending brush. I am using the Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease Brush. It's just really small, kind of detailed shader. I'm going in with here called Salazin Grum. God, that sounds really strange in my accent, doesn't it? Salazin Grum? Salazin Grum. Grum Grum. Grum. Who is Salazin Grum? Is that... To be fair, I can't remember the movie. Maybe that's one of the characters in the movie, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going in with that colour, Salazin Grum, and I'm just working it, oh, let me straighten up here, right from that inner corner, along the lash line, and blending it into that beautiful colour Lily that we put into the spotlight. So this is like a really nice kind of deep metallic burgundy colour, and because that lily colour in the lid's got the pink through it, the two of them just blend really beautifully together. Okay, so next and final colour from the Alice palette that I'm going to use is this gorgeous fuchsia pink shade at the bottom called Cake. I'm going in with a really small detailed shader, it's the Zoeva 237. I'm working that onto my brush. I'm taking all the excess off onto the back of my hand because it's really pigmented, and we work that around the entire inner corner of the eye. Really working there, pulling it down into that brown tone that we only took halfway into the lower lashes. We work this gorgeous pink the rest of the way to meet it underneath the eye. We're then working this around the inner corner up into that burgundy red, and they just blend. This pink just gives that burgundy an extra pop. Now, I'm not going to lie, you probably want to do your eyes first with this look, because when you get the draw page, the red and the pink are an absolute pain in the arse to blend out. It's really, really annoying, so you might want to do your eyes first and then your complexion. Okay, so that's us done with the Alice in Wonderland palette. What we need to do now is go in and add a really nice flick. Now, the liner I'm going to use is brand new. It's actually not even out yet, but I do believe it's out in a couple of weeks, so I'm really excited to show it to you. It is the brand new LANCOME Grandiose liner. If I can get this to focus. Anyway, I'm really excited with this liner because when you pull it out, it's matte black, really great fine tip, so you can get that gorgeous flick super easy. But you know how that way sometimes when you're like doing your liner and you're trying to get into the inner corner, or you're trying to get your flick and you're kind of like this and you're like contorting your arm and you're like ooh, all that sort of thing. But anyway, with this liner you don't need to do that, because you'll see the wand bends and then you can click it straight and then you can bend it the other way, so that you can get really easily in the directions that you're wanting to go to, or you can straighten it up and do it as a normal liner. It is very good, I'm not going to lie. Also, with me having proper old lady eyes, they do hood throughout the day, it doesn't transfer up because it's a pure matte black. I'm very impressed with it. So let's just go in and do a flick. So I'm going to attempt a lesson on how to do a flick, because in theory it's really, really easy, but doing it is another thing, do you know what I mean? So especially trying to get a really, really good thick flick, I think is a lot harder than if you're just doing a very fine line in at the lashes, because when you're doing that you can just press it. So if we're doing a flick, I suppose the first thing you want to do is make sure the direction of both your flicks are going in the same direction. Does that make sense? The direction? Yeah. Both your flicks are going in the same direction. So the way I do it is I follow the lower lash line on either side of the eye, so that if I'm following the lower lash line, I just continue that lower lash line up and I make a small dot so that I know both my flicks are going the same way. It then should, in theory, just be 3 lines in order to do your flick. Okay, now it does take a wee bit of practice, I'm not going to lie, but let's see how we got on. So your first line joins the wee dot that I created, can you see that, to the outer corner of the eye. If you feel you need to support your eye and extend the skin a wee bit, go for it. If not, then don't worry about it. So I'm going to do one line coming down, joining that dot to the outer corner of my eye. Do you see that? Okay, easy so far. The next thing you want to do is join the dot at the end, so the tip to the pupil of your eye, with one sweep if you can. I'm going to bend my wand here to make sure that it's a wee bit easier and I'm getting the angle correct. Head back, look down into your mirror. I'm going to support the skin ever so slightly, and then I'm just going to draw a straight line to the pupil of the eye. See that? Straight line to the pupil of the eye. Then your third and final line is going from the inner corner to join on to that second line. And then you should be done. So inner corner. And then all that's left to do is colour in underneath, because you've created your flick. Easy. So colour that in. And there we have it. So we follow the lower lash line, create our point, go from the point to the outer corner of the eye, the point to the pupil of the eye, the inner corner of the eye to the second line, and colour it in. And you should have a really good flick. So what I'm then going to do is add some false lashes and loads of mascara, and then we've got one wee final pop of colour just to finish off the look. Okay, so the lashes I'm going to apply are the Ardell DEMI WHISPIES. The glue I'm using is actually the Urban Decay lash glue, because I've come to discover that I'm allergic to the dual lash glue. It makes my eyes swell up and pop, and oh my god, it's horrific. So I'm using... There goes my lash! Let's talk to my thighs, okay? Anyway, the Urban Decay one is a very good glue. So I'm just going to pop that lash on there. Like so. And the great thing about the Urban Decay lash glue as well is it dries really quickly. There's no like hanging around for 60 seconds going like this. It does actually go very tacky very quickly, and because it goes so tacky, it does stick a lot easier, so you can do your lashes like I just done in one sweep and then press them onto the skin. And then my old favourite, my kind of go-to mascara, the LANCOME HYPNOSE Classic. Oh, my hair's looking a bit flat, it needs a wee wash. Anyway, LANCOME HYPNOSE Classic, shitloads of it. So you're really getting that volume and that definition to the eyes. I do apply mascara to the lower lashes, but as you'll see in this eye, I only do it to the outside lower lashes. I don't actually do it on the inner lower lashes. Okay, to finish this look off, what I'm going to do is go in with a wee pop of yellow. I'm going to use ILLAMASQUA Hype. And you know, yellow is one of those colours I'm seeing more and more on the eyes that's really starting to become very, very popular. But it's just about how to use yellow in the right way. So don't be colouring your entire eye in with yellow. I think it would look horrific, but that's personal choice. Yeah, what I'm going to do is use a small bit of yellow with an Inglot 29 PO brush, just quite a flat headed fluffy brush. Small bit of the yellow, and I'm actually going to go underneath my flick to actually accentuate my flick. And I just think that fuchsia pink and yellow are two colours that work beautiful with each other. I think adding the wee bit of yellow just takes this look to a lot more of a makeup artist effect. It kind of makes it a wee bit more Alice in Wonderland, because there's not a yellow in the palette, which is something I do think is missing. So yeah, I'm just running that underneath my flick so that it kind of blends down into the orangey peach, and then into the pink, and I think you'll agree it really does finish off the look really nicely. Okay, so what I then done to finish off, I've already done my lips, but I lined my lips. I then used a Lancome Labs Rouge nude lipstick. It's shade 250. It's just a really beautiful, beautiful kind of warm nude. And then I took a wee bit of NYX HD concealer, and I just popped that right onto the centre of my lower lip like this. I can't breathe when I do that. Yeah, and then just blend and blend and blend. Blend a wee bit more. Yeah, and then you just get a really nice ombre of the nude into the centre, which I think lifts the look a wee bit more. Yeah, so do you know, that's about it, to be honest with you. I think it's a really, it shows how these palettes, these limited edition palettes that companies come out with, are totally wearable. It's just about kind of playing around with the colours and seeing what's going to suit you and what's good for daytime, what's good for evening time, so on and so on. But don't be afraid to buy these limited edition palettes, because they're absolutely gorgeous. And you know what, when companies make them, they only make them for a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? They're not supposed to be like serious. That's why they're not permanent things on the counters. They're just limited edition, so they're for a bit of fun. They're for you to be a bit more creative and be a wee bit more out there, and to start trying to follow YouTube tutorials and doing something different with your eyes. Yeah, so listen, I think the look, it really does make my eyes pop. It makes my eyes look very, very big. So if you like what you see, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button below. Like a video, share my videos, get me on Instagram, it's Marc Sinclair Mua. I still can't get into Snapchat, to be honest with you. I'm really, really struggling with it. But, you know, I'll get there. I'll get there, whatever. Yeah, so, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!